Well, hey there, everybody. We had a little bit of rain coming on through here earlier this evening, but if you'll notice, it's drying out. Safe Touch Security First Alert Live radar showing those showers moving offshore here. A few light sprinkles still possible, but also seeing those clouds probably going to stick around here, about partly cloudy here through the evening. So, hello to you folks tuning in here on Facebook. I hope you're enjoying the start to your weekend. Let me know where you're watching from. If you have any weather questions, shoot them my way. It's what I'm here for. So we've got Patrick, Julian, Maria. Thank you guys for tuning in on this lovely evening. Now, this is going to be it for the rain here for quite some time. Took a little while for it to finally move on through here, and thankfully we did not have any severe storms, so that's always good. Giving you a broader view, just showing you that there's not much out there for the rest of us. There are some lightning strikes out, thunderstorms out the Gulf Stream area, but for all of us here inland along the coast, it's starting to dry out. So that is what we're looking at here for tonight. But I know a lot of people's focus maybe on a couple of big football games here this weekend. Friday night football, some of those games might have started just a little bit late because of that band of showers that came through, especially near the coast. I know it was pouring over in Bluffton when Jake Wallace was over there earlier, but at least we're drying out now. All those games should be getting played. Now, I want to show you this because we do have cooler air that's moving on in here overnight, going into the morning. You guys live north of I-16, you're going to be in the lower 50s. It's going to be a little bit on the cool side when we wake up in the morning. And you see those bluer hints there at the top of the screen? That's even some upper 40s. We might have that coming our way in just another morning, but not so much for Saturday morning. Along the coast here and south of the Altamaha, along the Altamaha River, that's where we're going to have those mid-50s. So let's see, you guys here. Someone talking about a haunted house, Patrick. You know what? I know that a lot of people love haunted houses. I just hate being scared. But, you know, it's good haunted house weather. If you guys want to go on out there, I would not have anything against that. Just trying to tune in, see what you guys are talking about on here. Again, if you have any weather questions, you have a special event this weekend you need to forecast for, I'm your guy here. Be here the rest of the weekend. But this is what a lot of people are looking forward to. Georgia, Florida, you guys watching on Facebook, who are you cheering for? Let me know. I'm a Sooner. Went to school in Oklahoma, so not a huge fan of either of these teams, but, you know, hoping for a good game. Temperatures starting off kickoff there in the mid-70s. It's going to be breezy, 10 to 15 miles an hour from the west. That's something to watch for when you're watching here on WTOC in the afternoon tomorrow. Going throughout the game, the wind's really going to stay in that 10 to 15 mile an hour range. Cloud cover partly cloudy, so no rain. We don't have to worry about any rain. And then after the game, that's when those temperatures will be falling down into the 60s. So the weather could impact the game just because of the wind. Otherwise, it's beautiful. I would even suggest bringing a light jacket if you're going to be out there. How about our weekend as a whole here, Coastal Empire in the Low Country? Lower 70s Saturday, and then a little bit warmer there Sunday, but the morning will start off cooler. That's when we're finally going to get some of those upper 40s to come down our way. So it is going to be a little bit cooler Sunday morning, just so that you guys know. So, thank you for Patrick saying I'm doing a spooktacular job. That's very nice of you to say that. Tony, the freeze, we don't have any freezing temperatures in the forecast. Historically, it's going to be a little bit longer until we get that. Meg asking about the weather for tomorrow. Well, here you go. It's going to be great. We are going to have some clouds decreasing as we go throughout the day. That rain chance just not there in the highs in the lower 70s. So, it's going to be a nice one there for tomorrow, but we do have a little bit of cooler air coming on in. This is a fun one. How about the coffee forecast? I just like coffee anyway, so if I can put it into a forecast, then obviously I'm going to do it. These temperatures are a little bit cooler north of I-16. Statesboro going to be a little bit cooler, and you know, Statesboro, you guys probably still having some fun after that big win last night. Rain probably didn't bother you folks over in the borough whatsoever during that big Georgia Southern win, but the morning, I do go with a hot coffee for us there coming up tomorrow morning. If you're not sleeping in, if you're, you know, catching up on some Z's here, but it's going to be mild. And I do want to show you this as well. These low temperatures kind of going up and down just a little bit here over the next few days. I do think that the coolest morning out of the next handful will be Sunday morning in the upper 40s, even some mid 40s for those typical cooler spots inland and north of I-16, but then we're kind of jumping back and forth along our average low there, a lot just there or below it here for the next few days. and not counting Saturday morning. But I do think the majority of folks are going to be just under that 56-degree mark. So that's what we're looking at. Low temperatures are waking up for the next couple of days, a few days, I should say. But tomorrow, something that's going to be noticeable will be the wind. Now, let's see here. We've got a Let's Go Dogs in here. I see a couple Go Dogs again there too. So far the dogs are out cheering the Florida fans, which makes sense because we got a lot of viewers here in Georgia. But if you guys have an opinion, and I'll show that forecast one more time before we're done. I do want to show you this though, because if you have those outdoor plants, especially in the afternoon, where you see that this yellowish green color, you could get some sustained winds closer to 20 miles an hour. But for the most part, we're hanging out 10 to 15 for the majority of the day. Offshore though, where you see the yellows, that's where it's going to be a little bit stronger. And we'll see that along the coast, less friction over there. So you'll really just see a little bit higher wind along the coast. And when you got the wind, you've got waves. So if you have friends that go out on the boats, they have some fun, well, the winds could gust up to 25 knots and the seas could go maybe even just a little bit above 4 feet. So just something to be careful about. If you've got a smaller boat, of course, small craft advisories, always pay attention to those. But overall, not a bad day coming up for Saturday there. And rain-wise, we're looking pretty dry here for the rest of this weekend. Picking it up there Saturday mid-morning, still some rain offshore, a mixture of high clouds and a few lower clouds, especially in the afternoon for our Saturday. But that west wind, that's going to be what we notice most, is the breeziness of our Saturday. Let's see here. Go ahead and show you the 7-day forecast and we'll wrap things up here, unless you guys have questions, of course. Here to answer your questions. We're progressively going to get warmer. I know that it's fall. We got that taste of that cooler, drier air, but I don't think some of you guys are going to like this if you like the fall weather, because some folks are going to be close to 80 on Monday. An absence of rain chances, which kind of maybe that's something you like. We really need the rain, even though this is kind of a dry time of the year statistically, but we're staying dry till the end of the week. This is when we're watching another front that's going to approach and then could knock our temperatures back down. Thursday, Friday is when we're seeing our next best rain chance. So we got that little bit of rain earlier today, and after that, looking ahead to the next few days, not a good chance of rain. Of course, things could change, but right now I'm really not betting on rain coming over the next few days. I got to go, Sooners. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate that. So I said I would show that Florida, Georgia forecast one more time, and I will do that. And we'll wrap things up. We're going to be on the news at 11 tonight. Otherwise, here's that forecast one more time. Kickoff, mid-70s. The wind, similar to what we're going to experience here in coastal Georgia, low country, coastal empire, with the wind of 10 to 15 miles an hour. Could gust a little bit higher than that. Of course, if you're on the water, it will be a little bit higher than that. And then halftime, temperature's only going down a couple of degrees, and that wind is going to be in that same range of 10 to 15 miles an hour. And then post-game, that's when we'll see these temperatures fall off into the 60s. So I hope you guys have a great night. If you have any questions, I don't think I missed any tonight, but if you're watching on Facebook and you have questions, maybe you're watching this later after it's not live, feel free to go in there. I'm going to check the comments. I read all your comments. Make sure you guys get noticed in there. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Enjoy the gorgeous weekend, and I hope you join us for the news at 11 tonight. And I'll be back the next 2 evenings this week. And if you guys think of any questions, just shoot them my way.